Hello, dear friends. Here we are for another study of the Spiritist Magazine. Every Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're blessed with the opportunity of being together, of finding these beautiful teachings of the Spiritist Magazine. As always, we recommend that everybody goes to spiritistmagazine.org in order to download the PDF version of the magazine, to find the link to the app on the App Store and the Google Store for your phones and devices so that you can also read and study the Spiritist Magazine at home with your loved ones or maybe at your Spiritist Center. Today, we will be studying with the Spirit. Let's examine ourselves with the Spirit, Andre Luiz, through the mediumship of Waldo Vieira. And I'm just putting it on the screen so that you can see where we are. So issue 5-3, and I'm going to briefly really share with you my screen. So I went to the spiritistmagazine.org and I have downloaded the PDF version of the magazine, and that's what it looks like on my computer. Beautiful cover. This was first published in 2021, but today we're going to look about examining ourselves. So there's always a message from the book Spiritist Conduct, the letter from the editor, Spiritism, Spiritist Science, and many, many poetry, and many, many other things. So today we will be studying. If you scroll here to page 26 of the PDF, this is the beautiful article we'll be talking about today. It is a little lengthy of an article, but we can get through this together. So we're always going to bring these teachings to our daily lives so that we can apply the teachings to everything that we do at all times. So Andre Luiz tells us, I'm going to make it larger, make the font bigger so we can read it together, right? Want to make sure we can follow it. Here we go. He says, the duty of the Christian Spiritist, that's you and I, is to become progressively better. Dear friends, I hope that you can recognize that today you're better than you were yesterday, you're better than you were a decade ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, whatever many times. Every day we are observing in our daily lives the law of progress in its work. It is useful, therefore, to verify from time to time through rigorous personal examination our true inner situation. This is First Goals Live, is in December of 2024. We're gearing up for Christmas. We're gearing up for a new year. What a best time for us to re-examine ourselves. Spiritists who do not progress for 3 successive years remain stationary. So let's think about this. Last 3 consecutive years. So the past 3 years, have we improved or have we remained stationary? That's Andre Luiz telling us this. Test your own patience. Are we calmer, affable, and understanding? We need a lot of patience and calmness in the world today, especially with the planetary transition that we are undergoing through. Inquire about your relationships in the domestic experience at home, dear friends. Have you achieved a higher climate of peace inside of your home? Remember, our job is to get better. So today I need to be calmer and patient more patient than I was a year ago, than I was 2 years ago, and than I was 3 years ago. And if we're not, it means we're stationary, but then you have the agency to change and to progress. Investigate the activities that are of your responsibility in doctrinal temple, in your spiritist situation and circle. Do you collaborate with euphoria or with happiness and elation in the Lord's harvest? Do we come to our spiritist center, to our spiritist group with the joy of service that it is? Observe yourself in the manifestations before your friends. So he's going to touch all aspects of our lives. Do you bring the gospel more alive in our attitudes? Do we bring the essence of Jesus' message, the good news, to every day where we are with our friends? Are we more patient? Do we collaborate with joy? Are we in a deeper environment of peace? Reflect on your ability to sacrifice. Do we sacrifice willingnessly? Do you notice in yourself a more ample willingness to serve voluntarily, or am I sitting and waiting for someone to tell me what to do? Or do I go and actively seek opportunities where I can be of service? Investigate your own detachment, right? We reincarnate, we're connected to our spiritual body molecule. We live in the physical, but we're going to leave it behind one day and go to our true home, which is the spiritual realm. Are we a little freer from the yearning for influence and early possessions? Would I discarnate and find myself linked to the things that I own, to the car that I have, to the titles I've earned, to the degrees I've achieved, to the house I've bought? Are we a little freer today than we were in the past? Do we use us, our, and ours more intensively and less me, mine, mine? That's a big one, huh? A lot of us are still my family, my job, my self-care, mine. We need to work on us, our. We are a humanity. We are human family. We are brothers and sisters, and we are here to be together in order to progress. Are your moments and sadness or death, anger sometimes so known solely to you, presently rarer? So are we becoming less angry, less sad, more joyful of being alive? Those moments of sadness and anger may come, and then we will work on them to get better. Have you diminished the small regrets hidden in the recesses of our soul? Are we still going deep inside of ourselves, reopening the wounds and thinking about the things we've done that didn't serve us and punishing ourselves for it? So we need to diminish this. We made a mistake, we repent, we expiate, we repair, and then we move on. Have you dissipated all disaffections and aversions? Have we been able to move forward, serving every day much more? Go and make amends. Go after those who you love. Have you overcome the chronic lapses of inattention and neglect? Are we just inattentively looking, scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, so on and so forth? What a beautiful way of thinking. Diminished inattention. Do you study the doctrine that you profess deeply? A lot of spiritists think they can just surf at the spiritist center. They come and go, they get passes and they move on. But we need to study, we need to know of the spiritist doctrine so that we can apply it to our daily lives. And every year we study more, we learn more. Do you better understand the function of pain? Dear friends, pain is necessary for survival, as neuroscientists, I say there's an inbuilt system in your body and brain to detect and avoid pain. Pain might be there, but its suffering is optional. So if you're undergoing something difficult, it may be painful, but we don't want to suffer. We know that different things that cause us hurt are are necessary, can be used for our betterment. So are we better understanding the different types of pain and the function that pain has in our physical, spiritual, emotional lives? Do you still cultivate a few discrete disagreements? Are we still disagreeable or cultivating the differences and disagreements we have with others? Do you help the needy with more abnegation? So, are we able to help them without expecting anything in return, without broadcasting to the world that we are there, right? Discretion. Have you really been praying? So, how many times today have you prayed? Hopefully, you prayed today more than you did yesterday, than you did a month ago and a year ago. See a trend? Do we really pray? Not empty words or out of mandatory duty we have to, but do we really seek within the depths of our souls what is necessary? Do we talk to God through prayer and the good spirits, right? Have your ideas evolved? Some people say, well, I am what I am. I know what I know. No, we need to improve. Our values may stay the same, but our ideas need to evolve because science evolves, knowledge evolves, the planet evolves. So we need to build upon what we know. We need to be humble to say when we're wrong, to change course, to learn more. We cannot be stagnant on our ideas. Has your reason faith been more consolidated more securely? Are we truly able to say we are Spiritists, reason faith, and understand the precepts and apply them and find the ideas where we are going to go deeper and more consolidated in our faith? Are your words more forgiving, your arms more active, and your hands more capable of blessing? Like, are we using the blessed instrument of the physical body to serve? Forgiving of words, kind, constructive, active with arms and hands to serve, to distribute food, to pray for others, to help without uh, needing anything in return. And he says, the gospel is joy in the heart. Are you in fact happier and happier inwardly in these last 3 years? Are we really feeling the joy of Christ's message inside of our hearts? Everything marches forward, everything evolves. And he says, if we haven't evolved in the past 3 years, then we are stagnant. We're choosing to be stagnant. Let us check our individual productivity with Christ. We want be our guide and our model, and our North Star is Christ. So let's check ourselves. Are we more patient? Are we more loving? How do we have less disagreement? Are we more constructive with our words, more forgiving, more capable of service, so on and so forth? In all aspects, in your family, in your friendship group, in your community, in your Spiritist center, in your own relationship with Christ and with God. Spontaneous ponder about your existence today in a regime of peace so that you're not obliged to weigh in tomorrow under the impact of pain. So today is the day. Today is the day that we reflect and ponder and we make plans to be better each and every time. Do not illude yourself. A day is gone is another share of responsibility, another step towards spiritual life, another opportunity that is either valued or lost. So let's not lose opportunities. Oops. Question your conscience as to the usefulness that you're giving to the time, to the health, and to the opportunities to do good that you enjoy in daily life. So, what are we doing with the minutes, with the hours, and with the days that God is granted to us in this lifetime. What are we doing with the time we have left, with the health we have, and the opportunities to do good in our lives? Do it now. He says, do it now. While making use of the human body for the possibility of reconsidering guidelines and undoing mistakes easily, while we are in the physical body, we have all the resources that we have to make amends, to do the good, to reconsider where we are and where we want to be, to build a new, stronger, more spiritual future. Because when you pass over to this side, when we discarnate, you often be more difficult because now we are truly bound to our deeds and actions, our thoughts. We don't have the usefulness of the physical body. This is from the book Spiritist Opinion by Emmanuel and Andre Luiz through the mediums Chico Xavier and Waldo Vieira. This specifically was from Andre Luiz, psychographed by the medium Waldo Vieira. Dear friends, I wish you a week of self-examination and reflection that boosts your ability to serve others. May you connect with your spirit mentors and guides for inspiration. May your hands be useful. May your words be constructive and forgiving. And God willing, I'll be back with you another week with another study of the Spiritist Magazine. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.